Hi, this is Andy Laptop from Permit IP Andy, and tonight I was working on my home lab, my physical lab. I had a physical lab and I tore it all down and replaced it with EVE-NG on a server, and now I'm rebuilding my physical lab again because I like blinky lights. So what I did was plugged in a 3750 switch that I have and tried to log into it. So I wasn't sure if a 3750 switch had fast Ethernet ports or gig ports. And I looked it up online, and if it's an X, it has gig. If it's not an X, it doesn't, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I'm like, let me log into this thing and take a look. Fire it up, try to log into it, hit enter, and I get the dreaded password prompt. And I put in Cisco, because that's the password when you go through Cisco Networking Academy, and that wasn't it. And then I put in another password I frequently use for this kind of stuff, and that doesn't work. And then I tried one more just for fun, and I get, oh no, bad passwords. So I got to do a password recovery on this 3750, and I thought this might be an opportunity to do a quick video and share it out. I'm sure someone else has done this before, but I'm trying to create content and help the community. And if you have a physical lab and you have gear, you will lock yourself out and have to do a password recovery. So I Googled it, which is probably what anybody would do on password recovery. So you have your 3750. Let me go back and see if I can see myself. There's myself. Hello. All right, so here's my switch. In the front, there is a mode button. Come on, autofocus. Mode button. So, unplug the power. Hold the mode button. Plug the power back in. And it says wait 15 seconds until the system light goes solid. That's what I'm waiting for. I wonder if you can see it on the camera. Oh, there you go. See that little blinky light? No blinky blinky. All right, it's solid. I'm gonna let it go. All right, now if we go back to the CLI, I hope I don't get to the end of all this and haven't captured any of this, and this was a huge waste of time. All right, so now we're in the CLI. And put the switch down, and we get this cool Raman menu, I guess, whatever you want to call it. And the Google says, stand by. The Google says the system has been interrupted prior to initiating the Flash file system. To finish loading the operating system, issue Flash init. Alrighty then. Flash init. Initializing Flash. Our passwords are stored in Flash, and our passwords are the problem. In a router, you usually change the config register to bypass where the passwords are stored in NVRAM, I believe. So here we are initiating Flash in the switch. Let's see what happens. Issue the load helper. Uh-oh. Gonna let me? I might be screwing this up already. We shall see. Switch load underscore helper. Enter. Nothing happens. And apparently that is what's supposed to happen in the Google. Issue the dir flash command. dir flash colon. Ah, look at that. Contents of our Flash. Where is the password stored in there? This is the current version of the software. Config.txt. Don't see a config.txt in there. Interesting. Checking the Google. Config.text is supposed to be the, oh, there it is. Sorry. It's been a long day. It's right in front of me. It is right here. I am highlighting it. Config.text. Alrighty then. So, we got to rename the Flash config. Alrighty. So rename, and we're going to rename Flash. Whoops. Rename flashypoo : config dot text space flash : config dot old. Alrighty then. Issue the boot command. Before I do that, whoops. I want to look at the Flash again to see if it changed from config.text to config.old. What did I do wrong? dir flash : all right, so it was named config.text. Now we renamed it config.old. Back to Google, issue the boot. Alrighty, we're gonna boot. Boot. So the config.text contained the password that I did not know, which is why I could not console into this switch. And really, I was just trying to check to see if I had any gig ports on here. Locked out. I haven't accessed this switch in a very long time. It's been in a stack of gear in my garage for a couple of years, so I'm getting my physical gear back on, and I cannot log in. So here we are. Type N to abort initial config, which we always do because we're network engineers. We do not want help. Master stack, blah, blah, blah. I did have some 37 or 3550s as well. This is my only 3750, and I was looking to see the difference. I know one of the differences I read was the 3750s are stackable, the 3550s are not. I also believe the 3750s have a faster backplane, which really is not going to help me in my home lab. But anyway, this is what I've been doing for the past hour. This is what happens when my wonderful wife takes my wonderful kids to the vacation house without me, because I have to get some work done. And I say, ooh, let me play with my lab. All right, so press return to get started. Would you like to enter the initial configuration dialog? No, I am a network engineer. I don't want your help. All right, so there we are. We should be able to go to enable. Oh my gosh, and now we're in. So I was not able to console in previously. If I do a show interface description. All right, so the answer to my question is right there. These are 48 fast Ethernet ports with 4 gig ports. These 4 gig ports require SFPs, which I do not believe I have. So anyway, 3550s, 3750s, great for a home lab, great for labbing, spanning tree, and all the good layer 2 stuff. But I wouldn't necessarily use this at home as an access switch for my devices, because this is fast Ethernet, which only goes up to 100 megabits per second. Not cool in 2020. Just finishing the rest of the Google Doc here to see if there's anything else I need to do. I'm in here. So overwrite any passwords that you want to. What do they want to do? Write mem at the end. So usually what I do is just wipe out whatever's in the current config. Let's see. So what password was blocking me? Oh, well, we're not in the old config.txt. This is a new clean config. So I believe the password that was blocking me, we wiped that file out, config.txt. This is now called config.old. I don't see anything, any passwords in here that would lock me out upon reboot. So I'm going to do a write mem. And I'm going to do a reload just to confirm that I can now log in without having to do that password recovery sequence again. And that, my friends, will be the end of this quick video on how to perform a password recovery on a Cisco 3750 switch that you have locked yourself out of. Obviously, you do need physical access to the device because you have to power cycle and hold down that button. But beyond that, my friends, loading. Just waiting for it to load here. Loading, 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 loading. It's amazing how many other things I can get done quickly that I've been putting off, like working on my home lab when I have an approaching deadline at work, and I've been kind of just tired of looking at it and I need to step away and do something else. So here we are, initiating Flash, blah, 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 and waiting for stack master election. It's running all of its diags here. Doobie 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 doobie. I'm impatient. Oh, I was gonna hit enter because I'm getting impatient with this, but I guess you just gotta let it finish. Press return to get started. Here's the moment of truth. Am I gonna get prompted for a password? Woohoo! All right, cool. So that worked. Rock on. That is good news. All right, so that, my friends, is how you perform a password recovery on a Cisco 3750 switch. I hope that was helpful. It's probably quicker just to Google it and follow the instructions, read the manual. What did we say? Read the manual, but don't sound like the manual. So thanks for watching. I hope that was helpful, and catch you next time.